moment for me and for every All My Children fan. One of the greatest love stories ever on daytime TV was the relationship of Jenny and Greg. And they are about to reunite right here. But first, let's just take a look back at how it all began.
Just see how different we are? I mean, your family, your house, everything.
It's like I said before. We may not come from the same backgrounds, but we share important things. I knew right from the beginning that you were special. I've never felt this way about any other girl before.
Please welcome Kim Delaney and Lawrence Lau.
Babies.
Really?
Oh my God, you were
babies.
babies.
We were babies.
Running around New York.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, everyone fell in love with you guys as you were falling in love. Like, what do you, in your mind, like, what's the reason behind that? Because it feels so real to see that clip.
Agnes Nixon. Yes. Agnes. There you are. Hi.
But it was wild for you, right? Like, I mean, you couldn't really even go out together, could you? I mean, people were just... You did?
Yeah, sure.
How did people react when they saw you together?
You know, the fans to this day have been amazing. Thank you, guys. Amazing. Even in airports now, they just love the characters. They still call me Jenny. They still, in airports now.
They still call me Greg. I mean, for a while there, I had to wear a baseball cap and sunglasses wherever I went because it was nutty. I mean, you know, getting chased into restaurants and chased into...
See, that's the guys.
You know.
They do that to the girls.
But it's just amazing that every day that people say, Greg, where's Jenny?
I'm trying to find her.
The thing that, Kim, you've gone on to do other stuff. Army Wives, NYPD Blue. But you know, everybody says that doing a soap opera is the hardest thing because you have lines at the last minute. Is it true?
See, I came right out of high school and started with Agnes, and it was almost like studying again. Like I just went home, studied your script, got ready for the next day, showed up, and that's what we did. So it's just like I didn't really.
Yeah.
That was my learning experience.
And you know, and I know Greg, and you've done many things too, and guest stars, and you're doing a play right now in Virginia.
Doing God of Carnage at the Virginia stage.
Virginia stage. And it's so funny. One of the most shocking moments in like TV history was when you got, it was the jet ski explosion. Do you remember that? And Jenny
it's so hard
was
to recover from that kind of thing.
But I remember watching this. It was just like, oh my gosh, because that is when Jenny, your character, was killed. We do have that scene. Let's take a look at that scene.
Look at that! Yeah! I think she's gonna crack it.
Wow, now it's so funny. Remember,
She can't look at it. She can't look at it. I know. She thought I was renegotiating. I was not. I just wanted to.
I know it's good if she cries when she writes it and cries when she sees it. I never stopped crying with it.
I know.
I know how hard that
but
scene
she gave
was.
me a great first job.
It was watching it because I absolutely remember watching that, and it was hard. How hard was it to film it? Knowing it was coming to an end.
Fun.
We had a good time.
You had a good time? Wow, you are a good actor.
We were on location in New Jersey.
The shorts, I mean.
The original Jersey shorts.
And even harder was the scene where you were in the hospital.
Oh,
you were in the hospital and you were dying and Greg was right by your side. So, okay, now we know how it was to film the jet ski explosion. How hard was it to do that scene when you were right by Jenny's side?
It was hard. It was very hard. Kind of like it's hard sitting here right now. It's
With Agnes, yeah.
This was it was a wonderful story. It was just a wonderful Romeo and Juliet story that lasted for 3 years. They developed it so gently and so believably for 3 years.
Something made Jenny leave.
And the fans still remember. I mean, people ask me about Jenny and Greg. They think, will Jenny and Greg ever come back? Well, I mean,
I know when it was first announced that it was going off the air, I must have, if I had one email, I had 100.
Yeah.
Insane. They said, end of an era.
Yeah. It was. We really got to live life through your eyes. Like you said, it was a Romeo and Juliet story because you, Jenny, you came from the wrong side of the tracks, and Greg was this rich kid. Remember, because Liza kept trying to break you guys up. And remember Liza? She was always in there.
Don't forget Enid.
But fans are amazing. And when we come back, even more wonderful people coming on, we are going to reunite Jenny and Greg with their two best friends who also have the distinction of being one of the TV's most loved couples, Angie and Jesse.
What did you say?
Angie, I want you to marry me.
Marry you?
Yeah, I don't want to wait anymore, you know?
But...
Angie, look. You love me, right? And I love you, so come on.
Jesse, of course I love you.